you, Bill.
Yes, sir.
Hey, everyone. I want to thank you for chiming in. This is the Dr. Paul Family Hour. We say family hour because I believe in, bringing the family together for such a time as this. Do y'all
That's
believe
right.
that? Y'all hear that?
Yeah,
If
yeah,
you
yeah,
think it's the
yeah.
time for the family right now, I think more than ever, we got a crazy world. It's good to
Ooh,
be moving
glory.
forward in the world going backwards.
Yes, yes,
My
yes.
co-host over here is Bill Morgan. Let's give
Whoop,
Bill a
whoop,
shout
whoop,
out.
whoop,
Bill
whoop.
1L
Yes, yes, yes,
Morgan. Let's give
yes.
him a shout out,
All
y'all.
right.
All
Have a
right.
great time. Have a great time, everybody.
I want to also say to everyone that with all that's going on, I want to talk tonight about some serious topics, and that serious topic has everything to deal with the coronavirus. Of course, I don't know if you've heard, but
Yes,
this is the first time that we all went over the 100,000 mark in one day. Did y'all hear
yes.
about that?
That's
No.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's incredible.
100,000 mark today. And Bill,
Wow.
just update us, Bill, on whatever numbers you have
All right.
based on our website, which is called
COVID
COVID
2019.
dot
That,
19
that-
dot
and that,
live,
that's
right?
it's in code, not COVID. It's in
In
code
Cove, yeah, in Cove.
2019 dot live, everybody. Okay, so write that down. I'll try and put it in the chat area, so indeed you'll have it. Again, that's in cove. That's NCOV 2019 dot live. All right. Now here are the numbers and the updates of about 34 minutes ago, Dr. Paul.
And raise
Uh,
your voice a little bit, just a little bit, Bill.
all right. How about this? This is a little bit better, right?
Yeah, there you go.
All right, very good. All right. Okay, guys, here we go. We've got right now a total confirmed 48,348,475. Is that amazing or what?
That is
Total
amazing.
critical 89,165, and total deceased 1,229,444. All right. Total active 12,784,507. The recovered, oh glory! Here we go, guys. This is our drum roll time. Total recovered 34,136,459. So
Mm,
listen, that should give you a little bit of a pump to make you feel good. Even though with all of the other crazy things that are going on, folk are recovering. Folk are recovering. So we want to bring
yes,
that back to you so that you kind of can kind of keep that in your brain. Remember, we talk about how the mind is the battlefield. If
yes, it
we can
is.
keep our brains in good shape, a lot of these listen, Dad says he will not allow these diseases to come upon us if we are obedient. Okay, you get my point?
That's right.
All
That's
right.
right. That's right.
All right, Dr. V.
All right. Well, thank you, Bill. Appreciate
Certainly.
those numbers and keep us update on everything that's going on. I
Yes.
want to reach out to the family today. Today's class, or what we want to talk about today, I thought about a lot that I'm getting more questions than anything. People are seeing things and, of course, hearing things, and
Hmm.
you're kind of, bouncing around. You don't know, what do I believe? So
Yes.
I want to start off by just taking some questions real quickly before we go in. So I want to address, it could be about anything. It could be a testimony. You could have something you want to tell the family that you're using, that you heard us use here or on the show, or if there's anything that you want to share. It could even be something of a recipe or something that you heard of an herb. Whatever the case, I want you to chime in. This is your platform. I host it, but this is about the people and it's our tree. So we're going to gather
Yes.
around the tree. And first, let's answer some questions that you may be trying to find more information about. Okay. So I want to first say there are little ground rules. The only ground rules is that we just respect each other,
There
right?
you are. That's
And that
exactly right.
we try to just do probably one or two questions. Okay, we want to give someone who definitely has not had a chance to answer question. But remember, there's no dumb questions, right? What did I say? There's no what?
Dumb
Fine.
The
questions.
only dumb question is the one you didn't answer. How
There you
about
go.
that?
There
That
you
you
go.
didn't ask. Got it? So I'm gonna go over there to Flo because her hand about to fall off over there.
Go get him, Flo.
Dr. Paul, can you said for your green drink and for the colon and the colon and the parasite pills, you do your green drink every day and you can do it 2 to 3 times a day.
That is
And
correct.
And for the pills, you do 2 weeks for the colon, and then you come off, and then you do the parasite. How does that work?
No. That was I think you're probably thinking about the protocol for the golden seal. That's what you're thinking about. What we're talking about is the green drink is a phytonutrient green drink. Y'all want to see the green drink? Let me see if I got one around here. Hold on. Let me get a green drink.
Go find it.
All right. Here's my green drink. How about that? Whoop. There it is right there. That is the green drink. It's a powdered green drink, okay? And the powdered green drink is a phytonutrient. And the phytonutrient is something that we need as far as keeping you balanced. You know what I'm seeing more than anything, family? I'm seeing people who are just malnutrition. You know, they said in 1947, food doesn't have 47% of its nutrients. So what does that mean? That means that the food that we're eating isn't sufficing all of our nutrients. So the average person is going like this, Flo. They're going like this. They'll say, well, I'll take my herbs every day. Well, they'll take their herbs, but guess what? During the middle of the day, what's happening? They're dying
off.
And then they're sometimes looping. You got it? So most people are malnutrition. So what we try to do, that's why you have a green drink. The highest form of energy that you can find on the planet is hydrogen. Hydrogen base would be anything green. That's why what is put together, if you take it 3 times a day, what happens? 3 teaspoon scoops and about 12 ounces of your favorite juice or water. Got it? Or you can actually even mix it. You can mix it with 6 ounces of water, 6 ounces of juice. Got it? And then when you do that, breakfast gets you to lunch. Lunch gets you to dinner. Dinner takes you to the next day. See, you didn't move the whole time. Got it? That's when your body finally says, Flo, I can do something with this. Matter of fact, I got enough energy to heal your heart now or your whatever you got going on. Because the body has everything to do with energy. It's an energy game. So it's not looking for the actual food, but the energy in the food. Got it? So that's why the green drink is so vital right now. Eating right now becomes what we say a ritual and a ceremony.
Yeah.
Did we talk about rituals and ceremonies, Bill?
We
talked about
Saturday.
rituals and ceremonies.
And also last Sunday.
I think I talked about on Saturday.
Yes.
Rituals and ceremonies has everything to deal with why people cannot get well. And we get into these rituals and ceremonies, but in the ritual and ceremony of eating right now, is nothing in it. There's no nutrients in the food. That's why we got to do something like that. Got it? So if you start off with a green drink, then at the same time while you're doing that, we say cleanse every change of season. So beginning, if you're someone that's for the very first time that never done a cleanse before, that's why we have the colon cleanse, okay? The colon cleanse. That's my version of the colon cleanse. And this is a formula that I put together. I say I take no credit for any of the things that I come up with. I believe it's by divine inspiration. And prayed on it and, find out what is it that we need. So this thing has everything to move, and get the digestive system moving. So if you have irritable bowel issues, if you have issues with constipation, if you have issues with, bloating, a lot of gas, people got a lot of gas now.
No, that's right.
So all of that shows that you're not digesting your food right. That's where we start with the colon cleanse. So what we usually start with, because everybody has a different digestive tract. Some people's, remember, this comes from places where we come from. So it's very strong. That means I don't compromise the formula. It takes a little longer to get here, but guess what? This comes from, the herbs are from Costa Rica, Brazil. I have some from South Africa. I have this herb in here called Cape Aloes. Cape Aloes is one of the strongest herbs that you can have that comes from where we come from as people of color. And guess what? Moves the digestive system. But it doesn't move it to the point where it make you want to put your sneakers on. Y'all know what I mean.
Look out, Dr. Look out, Dr.
You got me? So what does it do? Some people, you put some of those on, and next thing you know, you can't even find the bathroom to get to fast enough.
Well,
Got it? So we don't want to do that. We want to get something that it'll give you a gentle movement, say it's time to go, and
Yes,
you'll be able to
yes.
get there. It's called Cape Aloes, which actually is one of the what's called the bitters.
You're right.
The
Okay.
bitters. Now, the bitters is one of the best things you can get because the bitters are pulling out the poisons in the system.
Mhm.
That's why you ever wonder why it says that, wow, all the good stuff that's good for you, it tastes nasty. Anybody ever
Glory.
said that?
All
Y'all
the
all said
time.
that. Come on now. I know all y'all
Yeah.
done said that. Mama, I ain't taking that mess. Come here, girl. Come here, boy. You know, you got to come in there and they gave it to you, but what? Guess what? You weren't sick, were you? You didn't have all this craziness going on. There was no attention deficit disorders
Yes.
and issues with, autism and all this stuff about the children can't do this and they can't do that because you had something that they even knew you cleansed. So that's what this is. Got it? Cleanse. You finish the bottle. Start off with one capsule. I tell everyone to start off with one capsule after dinner. Got it? So what time y'all supposed to be finishing up dinner?
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock. Flo,
Look out,
Flo,
look
remember
out.
that one.
Go right. Go ahead, Flo.
Go ahead, Flo.
All right. All right.
Yeah, 7 o'clock. For those who are listening for the first time, that's part of what we call the circadian rhythm.
Yes.
You're not supposed to try not to eat after 7 o'clock because now after 7 o'clock, we just started this thing. Y'all can put that sandwich down right now because what's happening, you're preparing for the next day. I know y'all got the goodies right there. Y'all go on blank, y'all go like that and come back up. I know all about that stuff. I know all about it, but that's cool. But that's why we got the green drink.
Yes,
and
that's
we
why.
got the colon cleanse.
Why we're here to learn, Dr.
So, Flo, great question. Stay with the colon cleanse. After you've tried your system, family, everyone has a different system. I had some people, because this thing has so much energy in it, and it's good energy.
Yes.
Some people took one pill and they said, "Woo, that was some strong stuff." Then some people said it took me 2 or 3 of them.
Yes.
Start off with one. If it doesn't move you, then you go what? You start the next day. Got it? Then it will always be taking one pill after your last meal.
One after the last meal.
Okay, I was taking it with my lunch. And
okay. Sure.
Yeah,
now, just as long as it doesn't interrupt your daily life, meaning that it's not going to make you run, but you want to try to get the body to move and move the system overnight. You got it? Because that's the assimilation cycle. Remember? What's the assimilation cycle? Anybody know what time assimilation cycle is?
The cleansing.
Quick. Anybody know what cycle that is?
I don't have my notes sitting now.
Wait a minute, I got my notes. Wait a minute.
Come on, y'all quick folks. I know y'all quick folks.
Okay,
is that 4 a.m. to 12
p.m.? Now, if I told somebody I'm gonna give them a free colon cleanse, if they can tell me, y'all would have came up with that.
Okay, I'm telling you.
4 a.m. to 12
p.m. is the intake from 7
to 4.
Digestion.
It's the assimilation, and from 4 a.m.
Yo, I thought that would get their attention
You know,
there.
right?
I got
7 to 4.
Okay.
Even 4 o'clock.
And so then you do the parasite after you do the colon.
Right. So I want to give you heads up, y'all. I will be, if you tune in on regular basis, we will start giving away free product. How about that?
No, that's what's
How
up.
about we're gonna start doing that? I might even do that tonight if we act right. I might do it tonight. Should I do it tonight, Bill?
Why not?
Dr. Wall, yeah, do it.
Bill, you better say yes.
Yeah.
Bill, you in trouble, Bill. You in trouble.
I just got threatened, Dr. P. That's all right. I can handle it. Bring it on.
All right. So I may come up with a question and I'll give this one right here away. How about that? Somebody want to get a colon cleanse today. All right.
All right.
Remind me though. Don't let me forget. Don't let me forget. All right.
If you do the colon cleanse, do you have to take the chickweed
No. Okay, let me back up
Ah.
with the colon cleanse. So after you cleanse, you cleanse with the colon cleanse. That's cleaning the system, right? That means
Uh-huh.
that's moving debris out of the intestinal tract. But now you have to come back and start to sweep, because here's what happens, family. Do you know that when you start to cleanse your system and you start to move the system, guess what? You're going to now start to agitate a lot of the toxins in the body, including these things called parasites.
Uh-huh.
So when you start to now
Listen up.
cleanse, now you're going to agitate the parasites that are going to be in the system, saying, you know what? Guess what? They try to kill somebody. So
Uh-huh.
guess what they're going to try to do?
You're
They're
gonna
going to
kill me.
try
They're
to
gonna fight you back.
survive
They're gonna fight you
by
like a big dog.
they're going to try to procreate themselves.
Yes.
And guess what they're going to do? They're going to spawn more eggs. So you
Yes,
got
yes.
people who take a colon cleanse, but they never follow up with the parasite cleanse. That's very, very important. Never just do a colon cleanse and not do a parasite cleanse. Because
Mhm.
when you now do that colon cleanse, the parasite will sometimes spawn thousands upon thousands of fresh eggs. How about that?
Wow.
Right in the
Right.
intestines. And then you may hear someone say, wow, I did a colon cleanse and now I feel worse than when I took the colon cleanse. What's going on? That's because they probably have been exposed to now more parasites. So that's why we have the eliminator. I call it the eliminator because the
Yes.
eliminator actually has the ability. It has all of the parasite.
Mm-hmm.
It has all of the parasite herbs that are used for destroying the parasites. Got it?
Mhm.
So guess what's in here? You got this thing called black walnut.
All right.
Okay, and
all right.
everything is not to diagnose, treat, cure, prevent any disease, just food for the soul, family.
I know that's right.
Right.
Black walnut. It
Oh,
also has fennel seeds. Fennel is in here. Garlic bulb is in here. Also, there's one called wormwood. If you ever had wormwood, these are all bitters. Isn't that interesting? We just
Mhm.
talked about the Cape aloes, but yes, there's also the bitters. So one cleans, the other sweeps. You got it? So you just want to take Flo, back to your question. You want to probably try to do somewhere in the neighborhood of one pill to start off after dinner. And then if it's regular rotation that once you eat, you soon after eliminate, then that's good for you. But soon, if you're not eliminating, that's how you measure yourself, family. Y'all hear me out? This is important.
Listen up.
When
Listen up.
you eat soon after you eliminate.
Mhm.
Does anyone know how long the digestive system is?
16 to 24 hours.
What was that?
You said it before in another program that it actually is 16 to 24 hours. So you are eliminating from the time before.
Almost 18
Okay.
48.
I
You're
was close.
though. You're close. That was close. That's good. That's good,
Okay.
Stacey. You on it. All right. All right.
yeah.
So
Right.
18 to
So
48
do I get a
hours.
bottle?
Got it? No, you can't get the colon cleanse yet.
It's okay. All
Okay,
right, I
We'll
got
work on it,
I got a
though. That
point,
was
right?
good, though.
I
That
got
was
one point.
good. That was
All
good.
right.
You
So
get
you
you get
saying
an apple today.
Yeah. Hell
So
nice.
after
Very
you take
nice.
the pill, you should eliminate 16 to 18 hours after that.
No, 18 to
18 now.
48.
It's 18.
18 to
18 to
48 hours.
48 hours.
48.
So your time
Yes.
for elimination is usually 18 to 48 hours. That means from the time you eat and soon after you eliminate, what you eliminate should have been something that you had between
Day
18
before.
and 48
Oh,
hours.
okay. Okay.
You got it?
So like, you know,
Okay,
when you're going to the
Yeah.
bathroom,
Yeah.
it's
Well,
something
I
from the
guess
day
some of y'all
before.
saying,
That's
well, how do you know?
it. Go over
How
another
do you
day.
know? I'm sure somebody asked. Did anybody ask that? How do you know? How do you know how fast your system is moving?
That's another thing.
I guess the moisture in your stool or
Yeah,
No.
you would have to be picking it up, right?
no.
Oh, you don't do that.
No, so what? There's an easy
Go
way
to-
of doing this. Good, Stacy. That's good. That's good. That's good way analysis, though. But what you would do is we use coloration, things
Yes.
like beats.
Okay.
Okay.
Got it? So
Okay.
yeah, I know
Alright.
some people say some people love beats, some people hate beats. That's okay.
No,
But
I get it.
you got it. So when you take
Yeah.
beats, you time yourself. Got it?
Yep,
As soon as you take some beats, you time yourself.
I eat
Now,
it.
when should you see that? If you got a normal digestive system, when should you see those beats?
18 to 24
Between
hours.
18
And
and
48
48
18
hours.
and 20.
In the
Got it?
morning.
48
happened to me.
Got it?
Yes.
Mhm.
Now, if you take that, if you eat, and next thing you know, you see it before 18 hours, what's going on?
Well,
Diarrhea.
Diarrhea. No, you're
Diarrhea.
clean.
That is correct.
Oh, no.
Diarrhea.
Really?
Correct.
Yes, that is
Diarrhea.
correct.
Yeah.
That means
Very true.
diarrhea means that. See, people don't realize what diarrhea is. Diarrhea is simply the body defending itself. It's
Yes.
trying to
Okay.
get rid of the poison. So it
Mm.
says we got a foreign invader in the intestines. Send
Alright.
extra water to flush him out.
Okay.
Now, if you can't see God, you ain't looking.
Yeah.
Mm.
No,
That's
yeah, yeah.
awesome.
Okay.
That's the body saying you probably got some bacteria or a virus or something or microbe in your intestines. That's usually what causes runny stool. Isn't
Mhm.
that deep?
Right.
Wow.
Excellent for
Yeah,
when you have
runny.
children. If you have children and you see the children having runny stool, got it? That's the first
Yes.
sign that that child is probably having some digestive disorders.
Yes, somewhere.
You
Wow.
got it?
Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
so I do have a testimony. I have diverticulitis and I've been hospitalized like a couple months ago because I couldn't go to the bathroom. And a terrible feeling. But since I've been drinking my green juice and taking the pills, I have been going. And it is probably about 18 to 48 hours after I eat that. And I'm only taking one. So I think I'm doing good.
Excellent,
All
Flo.
right.
Excellent.
All right.
Very
Excellent.
good.
Great
Very good.
testimony. Somebody needed to hear that today.
Mm.
So if we say before 18,
And my stomach is decreasing.
go
All right.
ahead now.
That's what's up. Now, that's what's up.
Woo! Go
There you
ahead
go.
now.
There you go.
All right. Watch out for Flo when the springtime get here.
All right.
Y'all ain't gonna know what Flo is. Flo
Anytime.
gonna be like,
All
Flo might
right.
walk right up on you now. You might not.
That's it.
Who
Ready.
is that? All right. So if 18 before 18 hours
48.
is diarrhea, then after 48 would be what?
Constipation.
Constipation. Constipation. That is correct. So that means that you're now, that is probably the worst of all.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yes.
when you start
Would
to
be.
have constipation, there's nothing worse than that. It
Right.
sits in your gut.
Mm-hmm.
It sits so
Right.
long, it starts to now putrefy.
Mm.
If it starts to putrefy, we got a problem.
Yes.
It
Yes.
Sure.
sits in the gut. And for ladies, I see a lot of ladies on here. Ladies, sits in the
Right.
gut, right
Amen.
in from the lower intestines, moves down,
Wow.
1 inch from your navel. If you feel your navel, 1 inch from the navel, top of the uterus.
Mm.
And that's where we find all the fibroid, the cyst, and the tumors.
Yes. Listen carefully.
You got it?
All
This
right.
is very, very important. Now it sits there, it starts to go bad because if you've been eating out of cycle, you've been breaking the rules, you've been eating whenever you want to on that seafood diet for
Oh.
years.
Big
Yeah,
time.
I see it. I eat it.
Yeah, when you see food, you eat it. So what's happening is you're breaking the rules. You're
Yes,
breaking the
yes.
rules. You're breaking your circadian rhythm. Now, when that sits in that gut, it sits in that gut for so long.
Mm.
Now starts to move down. Now from the base of the uterus, now into the lining of the uterus, and eventually
Mhm.
into
Alright.
the uterus. Now we're getting complicated. Now they're talking about DNCs and start
Yes.
talking about issues with issues with things like any type of urinary problems. So all of that is complications because you broke your cycle
Mm-hmm.
from eating out of cycle. Got it?
All right.
That's what you got to do. So you got to get back out of that. The number one thing that we find is that those that eat meat in the morning. Yep, eating meat in the morning. Oh,
Yep.
I just stepped on somebody's bacon.
Well,
All right.
well.
I ain't mean to step on somebody's bacon, but I stepped on
Amen.
somebody's sausage and they bacon at the
Well,
same time.
Daddy.
He said that. Daddy said, I don't like this show no more.
That's all right.
Oh,
I said,
Lord.
y'all
He
ain't
said,
gotta
that's
eat
all
it.
right. That's all right. I'll wait till they leave.
That's it. I
Okay.
deal with them.
Oh,
Here's
Oh,
the
boy.
thing. When you eat meat in the morning, remember, what cycle are you in?
cleanse.
You're in the cleansing cycle.
Yes.
That is correct. Meat is not cleansing. Meat
Nope,
is
it's
going to
not.
desire.
Just stop.
It cannot break down. So you're
Mhm.
going to have some kind of
Gotta have some
enzyme to break
kinda-
that down. Remember, fruit is in the
That's what I'm
morning,
trying to
right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Right.
Why fruit? Because fruit stimulates.
Stimulates.
that's
Correct.
what it was.
You
All
got
right.
it? Fruit stimulates. It gives you energy. You want quick energy, grab a piece of
All
fruit.
right.
But when you want to chill out, you take what? A veggie. The veggies
Vegetable.
stabilize. So
Very good.
Okay.
fruit stimulates, vegetables stabilize. Never mix them together. Whoa.
Uh-oh. Why not? Why not? Why not?
If you are
They
somebody
digest
that's
differently.
if you
There
may
you
be
go.
somebody that is juicing every morning, don't mix fruit and vegetables together at the same time.
Right. Okay.
Don't
So
do
how,
it.
Dr. Paul, so
Why?
how do we determine when you find some of these manufacturers are actually mixing that stuff and selling it to us that way?
That is correct.
So you
That's
got to-
why sometimes when you buy the green drinks, that was
Yeah.
the main reason why I had to create my own green drink,
Yes,
because
indeed.
every green drink I picked up, it
Unbelievable.
had too much fruit in it.
Yes,
And I said,
indeed.
well, wait a minute, these guys are breaking the rules. That's why I feel off. I was
Yes.
feeling this sort of start-stop feeling.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, literally, I would feel energy, bursts of energy, and then I feel like I was chilling out. I was like, wait a minute,
Yes.
something's wrong. I'm not feeling right. I'm out of balance. And the real reason why was because fruits stimulate,
Yes.
vegetables stabilize. They burn at different rates of speed, so that when you eat fruit, it burns quick. Boom.
Mm-hmm.
That's that quick energy. But when you want to burn and say, I need to chill out, I'm a little hyper right now, I need to chill out. That's where
Well,
your
you have to take it
veggies
slow
come in.
then.
You got it?
Yes.
That's where
Right.
that comes in. So your veggies come in on that side. You got it? Everybody got that?
Mhm.
So
Got it.
18 to 48 hours
18,
is your
48.
normal time. Take some beats.
Okay.
Look at your watch.
Done it.
Time yourself. Mark that time. If I see it
Okay.
between 18 and 48 hours, that means I'm in a good cycle. Keep that going. So if you're taking like a colon cleanse, right? If you're
Right.
taking a colon cleanse, and as you're taking the colon cleanse, you notice that you don't see that 18 to 48 hours. Soon after I eat, I don't do that. That means what? You need to amp up one more pill. You got it? You need
One
to add
more.
a pill. You got it?
Mhm.
So
Use that
until you
pill.
start to see that, you want to go up to about 3 pills, and you just keep that going to the end of the bottle.
bottle,
You got
yeah,
it? To
that's
the
correct.
end of the bottle. And when you complete it, then you go through the parasite cleanse. Got it? And then you do the
Okay.
same thing,
Still
same
18
process.
and 48.
18 to 48 hours, but I would also say try to take it after your last meal of the day, around 7
all
o'clock.
right.
Got it?
All
That
right.
usually prepares you for that next meal.
10 hours at
You
night.
got it?
Mhm.
And you do this 4 times a year, every season.
You cleanse every change of
Every
seasons. That is
change,
correct.
yes.
All right. All right. Next question. That was good, Flo. We went a long way with that one. I hope
Yeah,
y'all
we
got
did.
something out of that, because
We did.
cleaning the gut is your first
Thank you.
defense to COVID-19. Did y'all hear that?
Mm.
That's your
Boom.
first defense
Okay.
to COVID-19.
It's to clean
Is
your gut.
cleaning your gut.
Yes.
You
Yes.
got
yes,
it?
yes.
You'll notice that your vision cleans up when you do that. Your eyes clear up. Your skin cleans up.
All
Your
right.
attitude cleans up.
Well,
Well, hey,
need that one real bad.
Well,
hey, well,
well,
we can do
Wow.
this.
yeah. You know you can't walk around acting like everybody owe you money.
Well, glory.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
All right. Okay. Next question. Anybody have a question? Just go ahead and raise it. Bill, we got anybody?
Yeah, that
in
was
the
that was
chat?
one that wanted to know if you could drink after 7. Can you drink after 7 o'clock?
Sure. You can drink. You can veggie. I want to make it also clear when we talk about eating after 7, that really means meat. That's
Yes.
really, we're trying to say the meat. You can veggie anytime. Y'all hear that? You can veggie
I
anytime.
got you.
You can take a green drink anytime. If you feel that you're hungry and you kind of get that feeling, you said, I feel like I just need something to eat or munch on.
You should
Take a
have the
green
fruit.
drink. You can always do a veggie.
Not the fruit.
You can, try not to do
Fruit.
fruit
Right. 'cause
at
fruit
night
keep you hyper.
because if you
No.
remember, fruit stimulates, right?
It'll take a while.
Fruit, right. We say fruit in the morning, right?
Yeah.
Right.
12 o'clock. Veggies afternoon, evening take you down. Now you don't
There
want
you
to
go.
take too much fruit late at night because what's going to happen? You're going to spike.
You got spike.
Mhm.
Yes.
That's why people mess up their sleep patterns. I had one lady told me off. I get told off at least once a week, y'all.
Glory.
All right, but
You know what she said? Dr.
you
Paul.
still here.
She said, Dr. Paul, I got a bone to pick with you. Now, you know, when somebody say they got a bone to pick with you, they from down south, right?
They
I know
really
that's right.
did and
I
dug
got
it
a
up.
bone to pick
Then
with
they
you.
dug that bone up.
Okay, then. Jesus.
They said, I got a bone to pick with you. I did exactly what you said. I said, what? She said, yeah, I did exactly what you said. And I'm mad because it wasn't working. I said, well, what you do? I did my vegetables in the morning and my fruit at night.
Oh Lord.
Got it mixed
Oh
up. Okay.
boy. That's
You got it mixed up.
Right.
Okay.
She
Oh,
got
my.
it mixed up. She got it
Okay.
backwards.
That's
I
wrong.
said, you got it backwards. She ain't even waste time. She just hung up on me. That's all right.
I know when she realized she better tighten up tonight.
Thank you, Jesus. I'm going to
All right. So, all that to say, know where you are, know where your cycle, get to know
Yes,
your
yes.
rhythm, know how your elimination is. Also, with your family, your children, even animals have a digestive system and cyclical wheel.
Yes,
You know
indeed.
that
Mhm.
when dogs get up, that's why everybody walks their dog at the same
At
time.
the same time.
Do y'all notice that? Because
Mhm.
that dog say, look, I'm on a certain cycle,
I
and if
got
you
to
don't open
go.
this door, I'm gonna drop a package right on your floor.
Well,
Right now. You better come on in.
You got don't play
wow.
with these dogs, these animals, because they
Yeah.
even know that God has a cyclical wheel with all
Yes.
of us. You
Yes.
got it? They work in a cycle, in a
Mhm.
system. That's
Amen.
called circadian cycle or rhythm. You got it? So
Amen.
obey your cycle, stay in rhythm. When you're sick, clean your gut. You will
Mhm.
find amazing things happen when you clean your gut. How about that?
Mhm.
All right.
Mhm.
All right. Okay. Anybody got a question? Let me see what else. Bill, you got anything over there?
Yes.
Go ahead. Who's that?
Dr. Paul, I was just wondering if you could recommend any healthy alkaline or electric food, recipes that could
Sure.
help us on this health
Sure.
journey.
See that? She
I
beat
would
me to it.
say
That
that,
was
yeah.
my next question.
Yeah,
She beat me to it.
absolutely. You know, when you're talking about healthy food, on the Green Hour, we have a show called the Green Hour that we talk about, and we had the producers for our show used to have a recipe, what we call soul food vegetarian.
Right.
You got it?
Mhm.
Soul
Okay.
food vegetarian. Now, I'm also connected with a lot of vegan restaurants all over from DC to New York and everything. Here's what I want you to do though, because this is how you can find and be a greater resource to yourself than I could for you.
Mhm.
When you go to Google, just do a Google search saying soul food vegan recipes.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And anything you want, I guarantee you're going to find it.
Uh-huh.
We've been posting on Facebook. On Facebook, there is a few of the users on my Dr. Paul's Holistic Health Network. If you sign up, you just sign in. Make sure you subscribe, and I will give you a private invitation in to the group. And we post all kinds of recipes. Okay, so I want you to utilize the resources of your search engine. You can find anything. They got a mac and cheese. I did post. We did a soul food, collard greens. Y'all, man, y'all about to hang up on me, man.
Well, help me now.
gosh.
Help me now, Dr.
Y'all-
Paul. Look out.
Y'all about to
Look
hang up
out. Look
on me.
out.
So I see somebody getting up already.
Anybody
Sharon
hear
getting up, saying, I got to go
Well,
get
you
me
can
some
get
greens.
up. Gonna have it together.
All right. So
Can
what I'm saying
anybody
is,
hear me?
yeah. So hopefully you can do that. Okay. Mark,
Okay.
I see you there, buddy. I
Yes,
see you, Mark.
I
I
just
was-
have one.
I just finally tuned in and wondered was y'all hearing me because I was speaking, nobody say nothing. So
No, we
thank
can
God
hear
I'm
you.
always-
Yeah, we can hear you. I hear you. Okay.
Okay.
So
Other people.
what was the other
ju-
question?
Yeah.
Everybody
Mm-hmm.
doesn't
Um,
have their pictures there.
I
Everybody doesn't have
just
their
wanted to find out if the Zoom recordings, can we find it on your website?
Yes. When these shows, you mean the broadcast of the shows?
Yes.
For the
Yes.
shows and even for these family tree meetings.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely. Yes. There,
Uh,
Bill Morgan over there. Bill, Bill, give him your information. Bill, type it in there for him. So
Okay,
if they
I
want to
will.
get a hold of you,
Yes,
they
surely.
can send it, and Bill will send it out to you if you can't find it. Okay. Bill
Okay,
be
thank
glad to link you in. Bill is the
the-
producer of this show for me. And
Okay.
Bill is my right hand when it comes to doing the editing. And I just want to give Bill a hand for all the stuff that you do, man. Thank you, bro.
Yeah, man. That's what
That
it's
you
all
really
about.
make it possible, man.
Yeah,
You know?
guys. Real quick, what happens is once the program is done, Dr. Paul, like to say, probably tomorrow, he'll get the link to me. I'll take it down. I'll edit the piece and I'll upload it to my Facebook page first. Then I forward it to him. That way, he can distribute it any way that he wants it to go. So you'll have access to it that way. Okay.
Right.
So
And
everything
it'll
that we're
also
talking
post-
about here will be there.
Right. And it'll also post to the Holistic Health Network, which
Exactly.
is on
That was the other
Facebook.
place.
So
Correct.
a lot of people are trying to tie into my page, but my page is maxed out. They maxed out the page at about 5,000. So I'm maxed out. I can't put nobody else on my page. But
Right.
if you go to the Holistic Health Network,
Yes.
you can go right in and just send me a note and that you want to join, and then I'll admit you in. Okay. And then you'll get updates on any of the shows, anything about the family tree, anything. It's like a center hub for
Yes.
everything that we're doing. All right.
Okay, thank you.
All
Surely.
right.
So we need to befriend those pages. We need to be friends on Bill's page and
No. If you just go right to Holistic Health Network, we want to have it go to one
I'll put it in,
location.
Dr. Paul. That
on
way they can
Facebook?
find it.
Okay,
Right.
thank you. Thank you.
Yeah,
I'll
right
put it
on
in.
Facebook. It's the Holistic Health Network. And from there, we'll have everything you need right there.
Right.
Okay. All right, family. Who else has a question? Anybody have another question?
Dr. Paul?
Yes.
Okay, I did look on one of the downloads about the alkaline, the foods. And
Okay.
so, because I like edamame, but edamame is it very acidic? It is.
What was that now?
Edamame, the
Mhm.
little baby soybeans,
Mm-hmm.
or even just soy products, are they like more acidic than?
Yes, they are. Now, soy, let me just tell you now, we got to clean that up. Okay. There's a big misconception about soy. Now, you've been told to stay away from soy, especially if you are a woman who are experiencing issues with, they're saying that it raises estrogen levels. And if you've been exposed to or been diagnosed with something like breast cancer, stay away from it because it accelerates cancer.
Mhm.
But I beg to differ. Okay, here's the thing about soy. Soy is one of probably the most nutritious things that you can have in your diet. But here's the problem. You got to know the history of soy. The history of soy goes like this. Whenever a farmer
Yeah.
wanted to get a great crop, okay, or to, whenever he had to harvest his food, after he would have the harvest, he would also have a second harvest called the seed harvest. Okay. He would take those seeds, literally, right, and get prepared for the next season.
Right.
So what would he do? He's got to prepare now that soil for the winter months in preparation for the spring. But how do I prepare it to regenerate the soil? I plant soybeans.
There you are.
You got it?
Oh, there we go.
So I plant soybeans to allow the soy to actually not only regenerate the nitrogen and all the
Enriches
vital
the
nutrients
soil.
to regenerate the soil, to
Yes.
heal the soil
Yes.
after the harvest, but it also covers as a bed because it grows thick and protects from the winter. So it's perfect. So when the spring now comes, I got nothing but soy all over the place. You got it? Soybeans
boy.
all over. So they
Wow.
started saying, well, what are we going to do with all this soy? Well, I got to do something with it. Why don't we just, modify it? We can modify this soy and we can use it as filler.
Something else.
We can make milk out of it. We can do a whole lot of stuff.
Huh?
And then we can alter this and use it for filler in all kinds of products like cakes, cookies, pies. We can use it for potato chips. We can use it for crackers. That's why when you see a little bit of soy and everything, that's a modified version of soy.
Yes.
That's the soy
Okay.
that's bad for you.
Yes. Yes.
It's the soy that's been
Okay.
modified. There's no studies that can show you
And
that when they
that is
say
on
that
there.
this stuff accelerates estrogen levels and that it causes little boys to grow breasts. You've heard the stories, y'all.
Yes. All
You know,
those.
all those bad things. I question you. If it has enough energy to regenerate soil, what does it have for you? You got it? It has
That's it.
enough energy
Wow.
to regenerate the entire body.
Yes.
But it's been misunderstood because most of the studies that are done, matter of fact, all the studies they get done, are never done with organic soy,
Right.
organic fruit, organic vegetables.
Okay.
You got it?
Oh,
They're
boy.
always skewed.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
keep that in mind, okay? So now, naturally, the soybean does fall a little on the acidic side. So if you go to my website and download the Dr. Paul's on the Dr. Paul Herbs website, you can download
Yeah, I saw
acid
it.
alkaline
All right.
chart. Did y'all see that? I know most of y'all who tune in
Yeah.
on the regular have already seen this, but for those who are listening or joining us for the first time, go to my website, which is drpaulherbs.com. Go to the download page. And when the download page, there's a lot of articles. Go to the very bottom. There's an acid alkaline food chart. You're going to see the
Yes.
soy and it's going to be on the acidic side. All right.
Okay.
So it doesn't mean it's bad.
Okay.
It's not bad. It's just because it's filled
Okay.
with a lot of proteins. It's got a lot of protein, a lot of energy. But if you are someone
Okay.
that's facing with issues with acidosis, which means that you have
Dosis. Okay.
inflammation, you have issues with too much acid in your body, you eating already too much acid food, that's not good for you.
There you are.
Got it?
Okay.
That's the difference. So you got to take it. You see how you have to take things in perspective. You know, everything ain't for everybody, but that don't mean it's bad.
Very
It just
true.
means
There
you
you
are
are.
taking
Very
out of
Right.
perspective. Got it? You know, there's nothing that God has created that I have seen that didn't have a greater purpose in somewhere. You got it?
Indeed.
You got to keep that in mind. All right?
Okay.
All right. Anyone else have a question?
Thank
That's
you.
all
Britt.
good stuff, y'all.
Those are pretty much all the questions. But let me let the family know that I've actually found the network link. I put that in, and also found the list of the vegan restaurants. The link is also in the chat area, guys. So if you want to get access to it, just click on it.
Excellent. Excellent,
Okay.
Bill. All right.
All right. Very nice.
And there's the chart, Dr. Paul.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the acid alkaline food chart. You
When
know
I
what?
saw-
I'm going to try to bring it up for y'all, okay?
Yeah.
Let me see if I can bring it up. Hold on. Give me a second. And I can see if
Very
I can
good.
share it. And then I can show you some of the foods. Because a lot of people would be very surprised about some of the foods that are acidic and some that are alkaline.
Yes.
You got it? So let me pull that up real quick. Give me a second. And if you have any questions, please write it down. or be glad, just raise
put
your
them
hand in the chat
there,
room, okay?
And by the way, guys, you know, when Dr. Paul says raise your hand, look at the bottom of the screen where it says reaction. You click on that, and there's a hand, there's a thumb up, there's a heart, there's a laughing, there's a celebration, and there's a big wow. What's going on? You put that up, Dr. Paul can see that, and that way he'll know who to come to. All right.
All right.
All right. Very good.
Okay, I'm gonna pull this up, and I'm gonna see if I can blow this up a little bit. Yeah. There it is. I think that will work. I'm going to share my screen with you, okay? Give me a second. Give me a second. All right. Let me see. We got some more folks coming in. I want to welcome everyone. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. I'm glad folks are showing up. Hey, I want everybody to take a mission, grab somebody and bring them in.
That's exactly right.
Talk about some health stuff.
That's right.
All right. Okay. I'm going to screen share with y'all. Okay. Here is the acid alkaline food chart. Let me know when you see it.
That's it.
Okay.
You got it?
Nope, not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, there. Okay, there it is.
Now we got it.
Okay.
All right. This is the sheet. This is the. Can you see it?
Yes.
Yep.
You got your glasses on properly.
We got you.
We got Herb for that. Don't worry about it. All right.
All right. Okay.
All right. So you see where you start, right? You start right in the middle. Can y'all see the cursor?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Start right in the middle.
right there.
Start in the middle. So that's your food category. Your food category is spices and herbs, preservatives, sweeteners. You got processed dairy all the way down. Shellfish, cereal. You got oil, beans. You go all the way down to fruit. You got it? On the left side, all the way over here to the purple side, that's the highest of the alkaline.
Wow.
Now, some of this stuff, y'all probably might not even heard of some of this stuff. Some probably say, I don't even know what some of this stuff is. That's okay. So just as a good way of looking at it. Here is the highest, most alkaline, more alkaline, low alkaline, lowest alkaline. On the opposite side, you got the lowest acid, low acid, more acid, and most acid.
Amen.
I don't know if y'all can see over here.
Fried food.
Fried food.
Got it? So you can see where if we go down and you start to look at things like soy. See right here? You mentioned soy, right?
Yes.
There's soy.
Little blocked
See
off,
what
but I
side
know.
is it on?
Yeah. All right.
You got it?
Yes.
That doesn't mean it's bad. Remember, I said you got to take it in perspective. Just understand where it falls. And this is a chart about energy. This is specifically only energy. You got it?
Right. All right.
All right.
Yes.
Correct.
So, for example, you remember when I tell y'all all the time when you're taking fruit, right?
Right.
Here is, I say, when you take your green drink, you use certain juices, but don't stay away from others, right?
That's it. Correct.
Here you got pineapple. See pineapple over here? Look at pineapple way over there.
Way over there.
That's the better fruit.
Watermelon, raspberry, persimmon, nectarine, lime, tangerines. Got it? Highest of the alkalinity. You want to reduce some inflammation in your body? Grab you one of them with seeds. Got it? That's how you do it. And then you move on over. You got grapefruit, cantaloupe, honeydew, citrus, olive, dewberry, loganberry, mango. Come on over a little bit or closer, which means it doesn't have as much alkaline, but it's still good. Lemon, pear, avocado, apple, blackberry, cherry, peach, papaya.
Right.
Papaya is very good for the digestive system. If you have irritable bowel issues, if you have digestive issues, if you're someone that has things like diverticulitis or things like that, excellent papaya is excellent for you. All right. Then you got orange, apricot, bananas, blueberries, pineapple juice, raisin, currants, strawberries. But then you're going to look on the other side. So on the other side,
Well,
see what's on the other side?
Yeah.
What's on the other side? Little acidity with the coconut, the guava,
I just got
pickled
that.
fruit,
pickled
dry
fruit,
fruit.
dry fruit,
Yeah.
figs, persimmon juice,
Oh,
chamoya, dates,
Date pie.
plums,
or
prunes,
Grapefruit.
tomatoes.
No.
Now, I want to stop right there.
tomato.
Remember, it doesn't say remember. It doesn't mean they're bad. Got it? It just means that if you have a problem with inflammation, you just got to lay off of that. It has other nutrients. That's why I say whenever
Spaghetti.
someone takes
Yeah.
a green drink, right? I say the
Right.
one thing don't mix your green drink in it is what? Pomegranate. Look what pomegranate is. Cranberry
Yeah.
and carrots. Look at carrots over here. See
Hey,
carrots?
Wow.
Right there.
Now, keep in mind, the carrot they're talking about is the orange carrot, not the purple carrot.
I
Dr.
think it's
Paul,
Purple
let
carrot
me-
would be
we
all
know
the way
that,
over
we know.
here.
Let me interrupt just a second, guys. Can you mute your mics
Yeah,
until
somebody
you want to? Because I'm hearing
make sure you
crackling.
mute your mics.
So mute your mics until you're ready to speak.
Yeah, I
and then
hear
just
somebody
wave
moving
your hand.
around real. Yeah,
Right. All right.
got it.
Thank you.
Okay. All right.
All right. There we go. Go ahead.
Okay, so cranberry, pomegranate, carrots. See over on
Yep.
this side, purple is on the other side. The orange
Yep.
carrot is a hybrid.
All
Did you know
right.
God didn't make no purple? No, he didn't make no orange carrot.
Orange
Can
carrot.
you
No,
explain that before?
God didn't make no orange carrot. Man did that.
No, I
Sweet
know it.
potato and
Happened in Ireland a long time
A
ago.
long time. Purple.
They had nothing. They had no food or food that could be a part of the food trade in Ireland. So they said, Bill, we got to get some food over here,
I
man.
know that's
We
right.
got to create something. What you think we need to do? Well, Bill said, well, I think we need to take this carrot and we can pay homage to the queen.
How about that?
And at that time, Queen England was Queen Anne. Got it?
Yes.
So we're in Ireland. They said, well, let's pay homage to Queen Anne by naming this thing from the Queen Anne's lace, which is an herb. Mix it with the wild yam, and we just created another product.
Well, that's
We took
so
it
true.
to them, and they said, I ain't never seen one this color before. And then that's when it became part of the food trade.
Yes,
Y'all got
yes.
that? So that's why it falls on the acidic side. But if you get a purple carrot, it's
Mhm.
going to be way on the other side.
Mhm.
And that stem is about that long. It's very long. Anybody ever had a purple carrot?
Yes, sir. But you know,
Yes,
I eat
sir.
strange things. So what can I tell you?
But they're very hard to find though. But Reading Terminal does have a mix. They have purple, the orange, and white carrots in a. But they're not those little made ones. They're really the real carrot.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
you got to get the real
when I can
purple
find it.
carrot. They're excellent. And remember, anytime you see purple, what does that mean?
It is
Go
the
ahead,
first.
Stacey.
That's
The
it.
first.
Royalty,
That's right.
royalty.
But it's
Always.
also very sweet.
Yes.
Right.
It's very sweet. That's why some people don't like making their cabbage with the purple cabbage. They say it's too sweet.
Yeah, it is.
Right. What else is purple? Give me something else that's purple.
Onion.
eggplant.
There's purple
Eggplant.
corn as well, Dr. Paul.
Onion. Onion.
I found a purple yam.
A purple yam. That's
Yep.
right.
Mhm.
Cauliflower.
Tonight. Really
There's
dark.
purple tomatoes. You know, there's purple
Cauliflower.
tomatoes.
So you got
Cauliflower.
plums? Don't forget.
You purple plum. That's all.
Oh,
purple
wait.
plums. That's
Oh,
right.
Dr. Paul, isn't the purple cauliflower made? It's a mix of something.
Actually, you know what? That's interesting. I've heard that conversation, but I'm going to take you a little bit deeper. When you really break down from the origins of the planet, they
Yeah.
say that everything used to be purple.
Boy, that's something.
So that
Wow.
means that everything had its highest energy is purple, and that's the progenitor for all the lines of anything in that line, all the way down till it turns to green. Why? Because it kind of looks like this scale right here, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't this look like the spectrum of foods?
Mhm.
Yeah.
It
It
does.
also represents the energy that flows through our bodies, which is called meridians. We have these things called meridians in our bodies. They give it all kind of different names, but some even call it chakras or energy centers, or areas where energy crosses. When energy crosses from one part of your body to the other, that's called meridians. That's actually the basis for things like acupuncture. Anybody ever had acupuncture?
Yeah.
You've had acupuncture. That's what the basis of it is. So what does it mean? It just means that we're trying to clear a clean path from one part of your body to the other. So there's colors for each part of your body. Y'all want to see a energy chart?
Yes,
I think I saw that too.
Did you see that before?
I didn't.
I did.
Oh yeah, I was looking at that today.
Yeah, you got all kinds of
Top 10.
No, that's the circadian thing. That's
raspberry.
So
Yeah.
purple is better than green.
Yes, it is. It's a lot
Always.
more energy. That's correct.
Wow.
there it is.
Okay.
So there it is right there. Y'all see that?
There you are.
This is your energy chart right here.
Okay.
Wow.
See right here? So guess what? That's the skull right there, right? And that's your spine right here. And when you were in music class, what did they teach you? They said, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Right?
Oh yeah, got you.
So absolutely you can say that your body is the first
We on
piano.
the scale.
Isn't that awesome? That is awesome. Like I said, I keep telling y'all, if you can't see God, you ain't looking.
You ain't looking. That's it.
You ain't looking. You better check your pulse now. You might not be breathing either. But anyway.
Oh my.
All right. So, what amazing system this is. That look at these colors. These look like the colors of your fruits and vegetables and your flowers and all that is energy in the universe. Ain't that deep?
Wow. Wow.
All right, let's start at the bottom. Do. See do?
Yes,
Do,
yes.
re, mi, fa, sol, la. Got it? That's it. So I want everybody, because we did a thing about a couple of weeks ago on the tones, right? On the tone. I want everybody to say so.
So.
No, wait a minute.
So
Wait a minute. I want everybody to say so, but say it repeatedly. Just say so. Hold. I want you to hold the note. And then when you hold that note, I want you to tell me what part of your body do you feel that vibrating?
Vibrate.
All right. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Hold up. This ain't choir now. So some of y'all.
I just when I was getting ready to say this choir rehearsal.
Some of y'all may have to go solo. Solo that we can't hear you.
That's right. Mute your mics, please. This is still being recorded.
I'm only playing. You know I'm joking.
I got you, prophetess. I'm a
All right. Oh, glory. Hallelujah.
All right. So 1, 2, 3. So. All right. Now, where did you feel it? Where did you feel it?
In my throat.
There you go. And where's that chakra? Right here. Where does it say? Thyroid.
Thyroid.
Larynx, plexus, thyroid, plexus. That's also the energy place for communications.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Ain't that awesome?
I'm sure glad I came to class tonight, Dr. Paul.
That's awesome. But that's also your
what?
cervical spine.
Yes.
When people have issues with their cervical spine.
Yes.
You ever see anybody with a cervical spine and they say, you know what? I used to be 5'3". You ever heard anybody say that?
Yes.
I used to be 5'3". But what's happening is their cervical is moving forward.
Yes.
You got it? What's causing a lot of people headaches, migraines, Issues from anything from the larynx or the thyroid up. You could be having problems because your cervical is out of alignment. You know, we talked about that on our first class. You remember? Most people, you remember I told y'all about if I sit to the side, what? Your shoulder should be in line with your ear. Remember?
Yes. Yes.
Am I driving or what?
You're now,
So when you're sitting,
if now
you're sitting.
your head's moving forward, now where is it? It's in back of your head.
Back.
That means that you're going to have pinched nerves on those areas, and it's going to mess with that area of your neck.
It's like you got
So wait a minute. It's going to also deal with things like sinuses, eyes, headaches, migraines, things like cataracts, things like glaucoma.
All right, listen up, family. Listen up, family.
Sinus problems, like those are the biggest problems most people have.
Yes.
They don't even know it has everything to do with your cervical spine is out of alignment, or you have sometimes ear infections or ringing in the ears. Things like that has everything to do with it. Okay, Stacey.
No, that's something that happens to me with the ringing in the ear.
Right.
And it always seems like it's the right ear, and you know what I do? I just hold my nose and blow, and then it kind of subsides.
It opens up. Okay. Now, is it ringing or is that just air trapped?
No, it's like a ringing.
Wow.
It's a ringing. Okay. So definitely you always want to make sure that the cervical spine or that your spine is in, we say, structural order. Okay. And there's no structural issues. So you can lay, family, you can straighten out your back just by laying flat on the floor like this. Can y'all see me?
I heard that. I'm looking at that.
I can see you.
Yes.
If you lay flat on your back, first turn on your best gospel, jazz music, whatever you love.
Well,
You ain't on your back, but
lay
you're
flat
laying
on
back.
your back like this, just like that, on a flat floor. It's got to be a flat floor. It can't be a rug. It's got to be a hard floor.
Somebody.
It can't be in the bed.
30 minutes.
You gotta
you can adjust your
go to the
spine.
floor.
Some boards to lay down. Good.
For how many minutes did you say?
About 30 minutes. Lay flat on the floor. Usually, if you're having problems sleeping, or you having issues with pillows, a lot of people have
trouble with your back
bad
too.
Bad pillows. I can recommend that Mr. Pillow though. You know that Mr. Pillow?
Yes, I have one. That's good.
Yeah, I can definitely recommend that. Bill, is there anybody else that needs to come in?
Don't see. Let me see here. Don't see any.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so Dr. Paul, you on that floor and you can't get up, then what?
Call Jesus.
You know what I tell you? I tell folks all the time. You know what I tell folks? I say, get you a bell. And then you say, look, I'm gonna lay down here for 5 minutes, come back and get me in about 30 minutes. All right.
Oh, that's right.
If you don't, I'm gonna ring this bell off the hook right here.
Dr. Paul, is this chart in your download section?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
What's it called?
It's called the chakra chart. It's called the.
Because I didn't see it.
It's there.
Yep. Here it is right here. Chakra and endocrine system.
Oh, okay.
Got it?
And you say you lay on the floor and you put your hands over your head for 30 minutes.
Just lay them down. Yeah, your hands should be touching the floor. Got it like that.
Oh, okay.
Touching the floor. And if you do that, usually you'll see a whole lot of problems alleviate because you're lining up this spectrum. You got it?
Mm-hmm.
You're lining up the entire body so that now that you can get proper flow, energy flow through the system. Got it? So let's try another one. Say fa. Fa. Hold it. You gotta hold it. Hold it. Fa. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath and just let it out. Just let it go. Relax. Where do you feel it?
That's it.
It's like in your chest, like here in your
Mine is in
heart
my ears.
area.
My ears.
Felt
Your
it like in
chest.
my chest
Right. So actually,
area.
it's really dealing with your heart. That's
Yeah.
the color that goes with that color phi is green. So that's the color of nature, magnesium foods, electromagnetic blood pressure problems. So that's your tone to bring you back from dealing with blood pressure problems.
Well,
So when somebody get on your last nerve and they running your blood pressure up,
Go
just
next
go in the
to
corner
that.
somewhere and go, "Five."
That's it.
glory.
Shane.
That's a good one. That's a good
That's
one,
it.
guys.
And guess what that does? That deals with what? Giving and receiving love. That's what that
Now
deals
that's
with.
deep, guys. How about that?
Ability to give and receive love.
Wow.
Isn't that awesome?
Yeah.
If you don't feel that this thing is marvelously made, it's an amazing system. And there is a organization to this whole piece. That's what makes us all function.
Yes.
That's why when we start to get our bodies in tune with nature and frequency and balance, amazing things happen to you. You get a connection to the universe. Things start to come to light.
look
If
out.
you're a praying person, your prayers get through. Anybody had a grandmother, grandpapa? They say, "Can you pray for me?" They say, "Ask sister so and so because she can get a prayer through." Anybody ever heard that?
Yes.
You got it.
Yes, Lord.
What
Yes.
does that mean? That means you can get a prayer through because you're structured properly. This is actually your natural tree. This is your tree of life that you see people talk about. Survival. See, everything starts from here. Look at that. Look at the bottom. Starts from the adrenals, fight or flight. When people are stressed out, they're resonating too low in a frequency. That's the dough. If you say dough, you're going to feel that resonating down in your lower section. You got it? Tribal. That's tribal, fight or flight. When people are mad all the time. You ever been around somebody and they always mad? You ever been around somebody and they always mad?
Yes.
Always.
Always mad. Going in that low frequency. It's interesting that a lot of our music has that low tone also. Like the big
Very white.
boom, called the 808 kick drum. And it boom. You've heard that? You might have been sitting at home and then all of a sudden the car go by and it hit that boom and it rattles your windows or something like that. That's called an 808 kick. That's a subsonic 808
Listen to music.
Yeah, it's
Very
sound subsonic that you'll feel it before you hear it. That's called subsonics. So that resonates down here. Kind of wonders why our children are so crazy right now when they listen to the music. How about that?
How about that?
All right, let me take some questions. Anybody got questions? Any questions?
Yeah, I got a question. Dr. Paul.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
I can.
I have a guy I have a fellow on my block that has a system in his car.
Yes,
every time he plays it, it's at my house. Okay? He do it in the morning time, he do it in the afternoon time, he do it in the evening time, and the late night evening time. I can't get this guy to stop playing this music. I try to get the cops to come over there. They don't come. I don't know what to do. He's been doing it for the past 3 months. And he's still on the
Yeah, that's definitely a noise ordinance. You know, when you're playing it too loud, you know, it's the subsonics, they're going to resonate and start you to become needy and fight or flight. You become very it races the adrenal glands.
Yes, it does.
Y'all know what adrenal glands are? The adrenal glands are sit right on top of your kidneys. And that's what we call fight or flight. And they kick off this response into your kidneys to make you either want to fight somebody or run. You got it?
That's how I feel.
If you're a
Yep.
good run, to beat
And
us,
that's why
stay.
some of the music makes you want to fight,
Uh-huh.
makes you want to run, makes you act erratic. You got it? So
You
it
got
has
it.
a lot to do with this scale right here. It's in that low do.
So could you give me some, Dr. Paul, can you give me some suggestions of how to deal with this with police officers?
Only thing you can do, Mark, is just to keep calling the police on that. That's some
Yeah.
noise ordinance.
Sure it is.
And there
That's
are
true.
there are laws in place for sound ordinance, especially when you're in a residential area. Okay, so you have to if somebody's not turned or approaching him about that, no police officers are doing that, then that's a failure of the police. That's it. That's not your problem. That's really a failure for them. And then I mean, you also need to get together with your other neighbors and tell them, say, hey, you got to get together because everybody suffers with that. You got it?
And see, that's the problem. We have a sound student all in our neighborhoods. And it's very minimum of people that can actually help me out to do this. They moved out, they gone.
Yeah, yeah. So I think you're right on the right point. I think you just need to check with the police on that. Just keep it up. Sometimes they say the squeaky wheel gets the oil, right?
There you go. That's exactly
you got to
right.
keep playing. You got to keep.
Exactly.
You got to stay on them. All right, family. So I just wanted to bring you this, but guess what? It's interesting that this, as I was saying, last thing, these colors represent a lot of the herbs that you have. So you can look at a specific herb, a flower, a tree, and you can look at this, and whatever color that it is, you can tell what it's good for.
All right now.
All right.
So if I had, for example, the dandelion, what's the dandelion good for? You know what color the dandelion is, right?
Yellow.
Anybody?
Green.
Yellow.
Right.
Yellow. Yes.
So where is that? Right here, right?
Power and
Digestion.
So now you know why the dandelion is good for that middle
Digestion.
section of the body. It's good for the liver. It's good for your digestion. It's a stimulation. It's good for your muscles. It deals with giving you personal power, self-will. So when you take that dandelion, make you want to get up and do something.
Well.
Woo!
Well.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Well, Dr. Paul, what about the dandelion greens? That's green.
Yes, the dandelion greens, that is also, that falls, if you go in the acid alkaline food chart, right? Let's go back to here. See the dandelion greens over here?
Where?
Right here.
Okay.
See right here?
That's
on your alkaline side.
Dandelion greens.
High alkaline, purple, right? Very, very high. So, yes, the dandelion greens are good also. Very, very good. Got it? See how we hooked up, y'all? We got an awesome and marvelous system. You got to take care of your body.
I know that's right.
You got to number one, respect your body.
You
That's
only
what
get
I
one
believe,
guy.
that if we respected our body and understood, you would take care of it better.
So, Dr. Paul.
You knew about it.
So,
yes, Cynthia?
The green. So with moringa, that would be for
magnesium, right?
Okay.
That's magnesium. Here it is, right here. Look at that. That's why. Remember what moringa does? It's electromagnetic. That's why it's able to. That's why they call moringa the miracle tree, because it balances out both ways of the body. Look where it is. Look at this. This is awesome, family. Look what it is. It's right in the middle. Boom. It grabs to the top, grabs to the bottom. It deals with the whole body. Isn't that awesome?
So is that a tea?
You talking about moringa dancing?
Oh yeah, that's a tea.
Moringa is called moringa aloe vera. Moringa aloe vera is actually what's called the miracle tree. It is called the miracle tree, and in cultures around the world, is called things like drumstick. Some of the African nations call it the never die tree. That's means because when you cut it down, it keep growing back up. You got it? It grows in places that's hard to grow. Matter of fact, if you place it, you can literally place it. If you took a map of starvation in the world, you could literally take the same map of where moringa grows and it goes right over top of the map of starvation. So it just goes to show you that God put this here for a purpose, for feeding the body and giving you all the nutritional needs. Every part of the tree is used for the healing of the nations. When there's a scripture in Revelations 22 that says the trees are for the healing of the nations, we look specifically right at that moringa tree.
Yes, there you are.
Does
You got
Wayne
it?
Avenue spell that?
Moringa,
Moringa.
Moringa.
No, I said, does the Wayne Avenue have that?
Oh, yes, yes. They all have it. Everybody has it. My only concern with it, family, is that if you buy moringa, you know, there's two types of moringa that you'll find, and you'll notice them by color. Okay, you'll look at one color has a very bright color to it. It's like a bright, almost, it looks almost illuminated green. That comes from India. And then you'll find another one that looks darker. That one comes from Africa.
Yes.
Now, my question to you is, wait a minute, if it's the same tree, why does it have different colors?
Because of where it comes from.
The way it grows,
Because of the sun,
equator or
closer to the equator,
equator.
located to near the equator.
That is correct.
Yes.
Because Africa and India are at different parts of the planet.
Yeah, you
So
go.
that means it has a different energy.
Yes.
Now, which one do you think has the most energy?
Africa.
You got
Closer
it.
to the equator, Africa.
You got it. Closer to the equator will be hotter. That's the one that has the energy. You got it? Wow. All good stuff, y'all. All good stuff. So what does that mean? You got to look at the colors of, you know, the different things that you're dealing with, the food. You can even look at certain types of plants. Say if you saw something for the very first time, you can look at the color of the plant and it'll tell you what it's good for.
Right.
You know what we call that? We call that doctrine of signatures.
Doctrine of signature.
Doctrine of signatures, or AKA God's signature.
All right.
You got it? So that means that you're looking at something that literally God is giving you the insight of what it's good for.
That's right.
Y'all know how this goes, right? So let me start you off with a hard one. If you see kidney beans, that's for what?
Kidneys.
You got it.
Yes.
If you had celery, what is
Bones.
celery good for?
Bones.
Bones. Don't it look like bones?
Wow.
What's the apple? What does the apple look like?
The heart.
The heart.
The heart. That's right. The heart. Doesn't it look like the heart?
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. So all you got to do is look at it and it'll tell you what it's good for. You got it?
There you go.
Either the color or the shape. Sometimes it matches the organ itself, like the kidney beans. Got it? What does the walnut look like?
Brain.
Look like your brain.
Wow. How about that?
Man. Maybe that's why folks ain't got no sense no more. Maybe
glory. Hallelujah.
Very true.
I better be careful. Bad doctor. All right.
There we go.
So I'll take questions now. Take questions. I've been doing a lot of talking. All right.
I got a question, Dr. Paul. You're talking about the colors and the fruit and all that. Can you hear me?
Yes, I got you.
But what about something that has different colors that's the same thing, like a bell pepper? You got green, you got yellow, you got red. So
Yes, yes, absolutely. And that means that they have different energy. That's absolutely correct. So that means even if that line, just like when we take the onion, right? We got the purple onion, you got the scallions, you got the you got all the different variations of the onion, right? Same thing with the bell peppers. Same thing with all the different types of lime. You even got there's so many variations of the vegetables and fruits. So it just means it's just different energy. That's all it means. You got it? So if you took a bell pepper, right? Which one would you want? The green one, the yellow one, or the red one?
I want them all. I want to mix them all up.
Hot pepper,
You don't want to miss nothing, do you?
I don't want to miss nothing.
You got a red.
I don't want to miss nothing. Give it all, right? All right. So that's where we have to understand, the bigger lesson here is that our ancient ancestors, this is how they survived the winter months. There was no, Blue Cross Blue Shields.
You got
It
that
was
right.
just
Yeah.
them woods.
know
That
that's
was
right.
it. It was them woods. If you had someone in your family that had some way of taking care of their body, when we were doing through this transatlantic slave mission that we were here, we didn't have anyone take it. We had to take care of ourselves. And this is how we did it. We took all this knowledge and information from ancient ancestors that said, wait a minute, the fruit is talking to us. The food is talking to us. Do you know that even in Native American Indians and even in the ancient Yoruba and the tribes, they actually took and they actually went to the grandfather tree in the forest. The grandfather tree in the forest and ask permission before I take through your forest.
Dang.
That's some deep stuff, ain't it?
Yeah.
So if I take your younglings or your younglings, may I take from your forest that it may feed me and my family. They would ask permission first.
Wow.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Isn't that awesome? So what does that mean? That means that there's a respect and a level of understanding. There is a book called The Wonderful, what is it called? The Wonderful Life of a Plant or something like that. They just talk about how the energy of the plant and they hook the plant up to these electrodes, right? And they just wanted to see what the plant would do and the energy that comes off the plant. So when they hooked the plant up, they hooked all these electrodes around the plant. And the plant, when the owner comes in and out the door, when he comes in, the plant starts getting excited. Like this. Like this. Looks like a little kid or a little doggy when they see daddy coming home, right? They go like this. The plant gets excited. That just shows you that there's a life force with everything.
Indeed.
Now, if you got plants that every time you put a plant in your house, it dies.
Wow.
There we go.
Trying to tell somebody
be a
something.
good sign.
Wow.
And don't pour purified, filtered, reverse osmosis, or distilled waters on it.
There you
got
go.
it?
Yes.
Because
yes,
you will
yes.
kill the plant.
Yes.
You got it?
Yes, yes, yes.
Some people say, well, I ain't drinking this Deer Park stuff no more. I'll feed it to my plants. I said, don't give it to them either.
Don't kill the plant. Why you want to kill the plant? Plant didn't do nothing to you.
That plant ain't did nothing to you. All right.
Wow.
All right. Anybody having more questions? Because we got about to tie up.
That's right.
Any other last questions?
You can stop sharing. You can stop sharing the chart that Dr. Paul.
Okay, yes. Let me stop sharing.
There you go. There we go. There we go.
All right, family. So I'm glad that everyone's in here today. We got a lot of folks tuning in. Some even tuning in by phone. I want to thank you all for coming through. I appreciate
Yes.
that. We just want to try to make this a family tree event. This is the
Yes.
old ancestors
There
getting
you go.
around the tree to tell the stories.
Bring
You
it
know,
all
we
home.
didn't even, in ancestral time, we didn't have a whole lot of writing and stuff. So what did we do? We told the stories.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it
Yes.
happened
Yes.
around the
Yes.
tree. How about that?
Right.
Yeah.
Got around the tree, told stories.
And so all kinds of things.
That's
That's
right.
right.
That's
That's
right.
exactly
That's where
right.
it all happens. The foundation. It
That's
teaches
true.
the children to be strong
them.
rooted. You got it? So the
Yes.
elders
Yes.
sat by the tree. And that's why we sat around the tree to get the information.
You got
All
two
right.
quick
Right.
hands.
All
Flo
right.
first, and then
We got a
Stacy.
couple questions.
Yes,
Stacy?
Flo. Okay, go ahead.
Stacy?
Well, okay, I did buy the MSM crystals
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
and the vitamin C, the ester type, not the absorbic. So what's the best way to take it?
Which one?
I mean, do you
MSM.
take them together?
You can. That is possible. Yes, you can actually accelerate the energy of the NSM, especially if you have inflammation. You can
Okay.
you can take for example, you could take about a quarter teaspoon of the MSM, and hopefully you got the right one, which is the flakes, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay, and then you could take the make sure you get vitamin C, non-ascorbic acid.
I did.
Okay,
All right.
good. And then you would just take it as a regular regimen. You can take it, twice a day.
Okay.
Yeah, that's just as an energy. Because remember what vitamin C does. It's a natural, well, we'll say antioxidant, one of the highest antioxidants.
Right.
Okay.
Literally,
No
they know
more.
that vitamin C could shut the whole entire pharmaceutical industry down.
Yes.
You
So,
got
Wow.
it? Could shut it
Okay.
all down if they gave you real vitamin C. See, when you start to do vitamin C has two things, two elements. It has like a circle. See the circle?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, you got two elements. The circle would represent the antioxidant.
Okay.
What's inside the circle would represent the nutrients.
Okay.
So now you got two of the greatest sources of nutrients and feeder and fighter. That's
Right.
what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to have
Mm.
something that feeds for you and fights for you.
mhm.
Okay.
And everything that God has created that has not been denatured, it's either a feeder and a fighter already packed into one.
Okay.
All
So
right.
when people refine foods, you just denatured one of the two.
Mhm.
Most of it is
Right.
nutrition. You got it?
Okay.
Dr. Paul.
So that's why when you put those two together, you can fight colds, flus, anything by just taking those two. It's an incredible
Oh,
immune
boy.
builder.
Mhm.
Okay.
Dr. Paul,
Yes.
you can also take hibiscus too, can't you?
Yeah.
Yes, hibiscus
you're
would
right.
be another form of high
Okay.
vitamin C.
High
That is correct.
Okay, I do have
Hibiscus.
that.
And of course, the rose hips also. The red pepper is, pepper is actually, or any of the pepper, like the bell pepper, has
Yeah,
more
bell
vitamin
pepper,
C
correct.
than the orange, believe it or
Mhm.
not.
Okay.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There we go.
All right, Flo, you had a question?
Yeah. Do you have any herbs or anything that you can take for asthma?
Yes. That would be all of the herbs that are for the lungs.
Mm.
I did a show about a week
Yeah.
ago on WURD. We did one on this thing called inulin.
Yes.
Inulin.
Yeah.
INULIN. 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 So there are herbs that have inulin that are good for keeping the lungs very moist, but it actually also are expectorant, so it pulls mucus off of the lungs.
Oh, boy.
So that's
Hmm.
why
Chest
things
thing in
like
your chest. Yeah. Oh my God.
we were talking about a lot of, I can't remember the ones we talked about. We talked about mullein. We talked about things that, let me give you a hint, okay? Because this is why you can always remember. You ask, where does it grow? All right. I want you to start asking that question. When somebody says, I got a herb for you, you say, well, where does it grow? And that means that if this herb grows in high elevation, like mountainous areas, that's the one that's good for your lungs.
Okay.
Another doctrine of signatures.
There you go.
God signature.
There
How
you go,
about
guys.
that?
There you go, guys.
Very
So
good.
that means if you go into the Alps and the mountains and you pull all those herbs that grow off wild, way up in the mountains, in nature's echinacea, mullein, olive leaf, all of that stuff.
Oh boy.
Guess what?
Yes,
That's
yes.
why it's good for
For the
your
lung.
lungs.
There you go.
Because it's resistant to those types of pressure and things that are, high elevations, which is
Right.
good
Because
for
the
your
higher up you
lungs.
go, it's
All
hard
right.
to breathe.
All right.
So you
So,
buy
Oh,
stuff
help me
that
breathe
To
better.
a health store, they'll be able, if you tell them what you want, they'll be able to tell you what's good. What
well,
they
I mean,
supposed
I
to
would
do.
just recommend and just make yourself familiar with the ones that grow in high elevations.
Right.
That would be like mullein, like I said, olive leaf,
Okay.
nettle. You also have one called osha root. You have one that's called well, I said olive leaf, oregano oil. That's why oregano is good for the lungs.
Oregano.
Oregano.
Oh.
Try to put a little bit of these herbs over all your food. What I do is I saturate my foods with herbs, so I don't have to use salts.
Oh,
And
really?
it
All right.
pulls out the moisture and it pulls out the energy and it flavors the food. You got it?
Okay.
So if you have like
Right.
fish, like if you like fish, anybody like fish?
Oh, yes,
Get
yes.
out of it. Yes. Oh yes.
Wow,
Right.
boy,
You can
good
take
boy.
a little bit of like the oregano, sage, things
Sage
like
is
that.
another one. Yes.
All of that stuff is good for your lungs.
There
So
you go.
while
There you go,
you're
guys.
staying corona
Yeah,
free,
these hot
There
peppers.
you
you
go.
should be saturating all your foods with
Indeed.
these
Okay.
the different types of herbs,
There you
which
go.
means it makes your food that much better and it helps for digestion and the lungs. You got it? Keeps them nice and moist.
There you go. There you go.
All right, Bill. I think that's it, Bill.
Man,
I
I'm
think
telling
we
you,
got it,
we got
family.
it all in, guys.
I think we got
I
it
got
all.
one
I
more
want to
question.
thank everyone for tuning in.
Yes.
But Bill, you going to read that
Yeah,
message for
sure.
us?
Yeah, sure, Dr. Paul. Guys, listen, just kind of keep this in mind. If this program has been a blessing to you and your family, from the information that you receive here today, please help us out with a humanitarian effort so that, guess what? We can continue bringing you cutting edge wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. How about that? About your family by supporting us with a love offering. It's never required now, so do us a favor. Be a blessing to yourself by keeping this information going, and we'll thank you in advance. Do this. God bless you as we really keep you going. And always remember that what? If you're breathing, you got a shot.
Got a shot.
There
All
we
right.
go.
So
All
thank
right.
you, family.
And by the
Dr.
way,
We
Paul,
always say,
Dr.
and I just
Paul,
have one more thing to say.
right.
And
One
that's,
other
as
thing, Dr.
Bill
Paul.
said, we
Yes.
never make it a policy.
There you go.
I never ask for anything. We just want to, usually we put that out there. Some people always ask me, they say, Doc, I just want to, sew into you. That's your option. I don't never ask for it because you know
At
what?
all.
God has so richly blessed me with information.
Amen.
It comes so fast, I can't stop it sometimes.
Yes.
I say, Lord, slow it down. Never mind, keep it coming, keep it coming.
I know
So
that's
I
right.
thank God for you, and I thank God for all that those that want to be healthy and stay healthy. Keep it going. My only charge to you is that you tell somebody.
That's
You got
exactly
it?
right.
That's the
That's
only
exactly
thing. I
right.
charge you all with the truth that you go tell somebody. Don't hold on to it. Because
You
soon as you
gotta
try
give
to
it away.
hold on to it, what's going to happen? It ain't going to work.
That's
Got
exactly
it?
right.
It's
That's
got to
exactly
work
right.
Last.
only
Tell
if you
somebody.
keep it
And
moving.
share.
Keep
That's
it
right.
moving. Share
That's
it
right.
with your family. Share it with your friends. Don't be scared to talk about it.
That's
You
right.
sit down there and you at the table and you say, Y'all know y'all need to leave that pork alone. You know
Well,
that.
glory.
Should
Hallelujah.
leave it.
But if
All
we
right.
get
I'm saying don't start a fight.
All right. Hey, listen,
Start
guys, I
now.
placed in the
Won't
chat.
be none.
Listen, I put in Dr. Paul's Cash App, which is the $ capital DR PAUL capital H0P. So it's there. You want to send
Okay.
that a donation on? Send it that right there.
Yeah. So we appreciate y'all. God bless y'all. And remember, if you're
Thank you.
breathing,
Yeah,
Got a
got a
chance.
shot.
You still
God bless
God
living.
bless
everybody.
y'all.
All right. Bye
And
bye.
thank you, Bill. Thanks,
All right,
Bill,
man.
over there.
All
Thank
right.
you,
Thank
Bill.
you, Bill.
Yeah. That's
Thank
what's
you,
up.
Dr. Paul. Thank you, Bill.
Yes, indeed. Love
All
you.
right. If you
Take
need
care.
to get a hold of us, if you need to get a hold of me, you can put my information down there, Bill. If y'all need to get a hold of me, most of you already got the invitation, so you already have the information anyway. But I would say to each one, teach one, share. Hopefully we can do this again next week. All right.
Yes.
Yes,
All
sir.
right. Till next week. God bless y'all.
God bless, man.
God bless. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Take care.
Good
All
night.
right.
Amen.